Hey, what's going on, guys? Got the chat out here. Lower this. So I wanted to talk about Bitcoin's price. I know I was live. I tried to go live yesterday and I couldn't get live because OBS crapped out on me, and I finally got it working. So I'm just keeping an eye on the kilobytes per second to make sure we're all good to go. But yeah, I want to talk about Bitcoin's price and my positioning in the crypto markets, and if I'm still holding or not, and all that good stuff. And I wanted to, just make another video for you guys, discussing the next move on Bitcoin, because I feel like that's a big interest. Ever since the fall below 11K, 11.7K, people been off the Bitcoin markets. All the retails are out. I hope most of you guys did buy when I was telling you to look for the first bull flag, where the smart money was buying right here, where I have it marked. That's where I bought. I bought Litecoin. You can see I do own Litecoin, but I did buy Litecoin here. I actually like looking at it on the CoinBase chart. Oh, shit. Wrong one. CoinBase. Okay. So I bought Litecoin right here about 140. So I waited for the dip. I day traded this up here. And then I bought it about 140, right about here. And then I've been holding just through these spikes. And I'm thinking Bitcoin's going to pop above, 11K again. So then we'll get another pop on, Litecoin. So that's what I'm holding. And I'm holding Ether as well. Charts are very similar. And I'm looking for a pop back up to 1K. But with that Bitcoin, a lot of people have been discussing the Elliott wave. And I wanted to touch base on this. I've kind of plotted out what I think has happened over the course of, Bitcoin's massive run up, and this is a Elliott wave. You could see I've done the pulses. One impulse during the uptrend. So one, okay, that's one. That's two. This is three because this pullback was very minuscule. So three, small pullback four, and then the huge spike five. Then we had the corrective pattern A, B, and then the huge drop C. I didn't even count this as some sideways action. This was the whole C action. And then the bounce up one, and then the pullback that we just had two, and I'm thinking three is gonna be a breakout, and then another pullback, and then a breakout for five. We'll see if I'm right or not, but that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. Just based off the patterns, you can see Bitcoin is flagging here. Broke the previous red candle's high. We're above 10K, so we're looking good. You can see I'm holding some Litecoin here, about $780 a Litecoin, and about $600 of Ethereum. You can see when I transferred it in originally, it was at $668, so it's been fluctuating. But these are the prices. My portfolio's up about 37% because I originally invested $1,000. And so that's pretty much it. I want to hear what you guys think. What do you think about Bitcoin? We're not really getting any FUD. We're kind of just staying stagnant. I think we're going to start pushing up here throughout this week. Everything looks good. So what do you guys think? If you guys just want to comment, let me know. I wanted to make a live stream because I haven't made a live stream in a while. I know I've been off on a little hiatus. But yeah, you could see Bitcoin's holding here. And if we go to the hourly chart, it's pushing up. This is going to be a key level here. If we can hold above... If we can break this 10.5 area and hold above it, that's the key level. And we can't bear flag back down. We have to just keep bull flagging up, and eventually start breaking out into March and April and try to push for new highs, or we're gonna start going back down again, or we're gonna go sideways. Prices only move up or down, so that's what I'm seeing so far. I want to hear what you guys think. If you guys want to just comment. Questions, concerns, what do you guys want to see for future videos? I know I did the Litecoin video. I don't really want to go over all the, CoinDesk news a lot of the YouTubers have been going over. I just feel like you can read that yourself, and my opinion really is irrelevant based off that matter. So, once there's big news coming out or big moves or, big trades to be made, I will make a video, but I just don't want to make irrelevant videos just for the sake of making a video. But I wanted to really discuss this live stream so you guys can go on this live stream so I can discuss this Elliott wave pattern. This is how markets move. It's worked before, it's worked again, and will work again. And I'm thinking this is what Bitcoin's doing. You could see I've traced out that A, and then that sideways B action, and then that C action. I mean, you could even say this is whole A right here, that whole A action right here. So you could put A right here, and then B would be this sideways action, and then C would be this downwards action, and then the 1, 2, 3 pop. But, you know, we'll see. Bitcoin is looking good. We're about to start a new day here. You can see it's 3:21 where I live. About an hour and 30 minutes from now, Bitcoin will start a new day. So if we can push up and break these EMAs, we'll look good. The volume looks good. I mean, we're pretty much on, you know, on course to set that good volume. We could look at the hourly chart. You can see the volume has been fairly high in comparison to the downwards trend. So you can see people are actually buying in here compared to here where no one was buying in. No one was buying. Even on the dip, there's more volume now than the dip. So we'll see. Sup, bro? What about that big trend line coming off 20K downward next? Yeah, Oliver, I see that too. Let me go to a cleaner chart. So I know you're talking about this right here, right? We come here. Draw that. I'm pretty sure you're talking about this, right? Something similar to this, where it's just a bearish downward trending. You can kind of go off that high 20K. But yeah, I think we're going to try to break that. I mean, this is the line of most resistance right now. We need to push that up or it's going to get bearish. I think we're doing a very similar move to what we've seen before in Bitcoin. I mean, somewhat to this, you could see this was a very extended move that we had. Huge extension. But same type of pullback down. Huge dip. That's what we got, huge dip. You know, spike, pull back like we did here. Like almost very similar to what was going on here. And then we're just going to leg up slowly. And we'll break that high. You can see it happened here, right here. And it'll go sideways. You can see in July we went sideways for about a week. Yep. So I think we're going to move sideways as long as we can hold 10K. That's the biggest thing on Bitcoin. As long as we can hold 10K, we're pretty much good because that's a 5-figure number. That's a 10K is a mental, buying point, mental selling point, whatever you want to consider that. It's a round number, and that's what we want to hold. Now, if we could start pushing up, and as I have on this chart here, so the prices are a bit different. If we could start pushing up and break this resistance here, because this is good. The fact that, let me do on this chart since it's cleaner, the fact that we pulled up here, okay, and we'll get rid of all the EMAs for now. The fact that Bitcoin pulled up here, had its red days, didn't go crazy like it did here. What's up? Shout out to, what is that guy? Falthy Plays. Shout out to him. Happy birthday, man. So, back to Bitcoin. You can see we had extension, a huge overextension. This, this run was from about 5,900 all the way up to 20 grand. We pulled back, making a higher low. What's up, man? Yeah, I'm trying to make some videos. I just don't want to make pointless crypto videos about some irrelevant news. I want to make some real information for you guys. So you could see huge extension, and we have to retrace those moves just like Bitcoin has done in the past. One, I highlight it here on the other chart here. Let me show you. Like I highlighted here, if you just disregard, all these lines. But right here, that's the pullback. We had a pullback here. There was a pullback here. Pullback here. Pullback here. Pullback here. And these are whole major retracements. Like, if we go back in time, these are major retracements before an uptrend. So, I mean, and you can even go to the Bitstamp chart. You go back in time, Bitcoin looked very bearish. This was the first run up to 1K. No problem, man. This was the first run up to 1K. And you see it crashed, boom, came up, went sideways for a month or two, which is something we might experience here. All right, and then popped again, and then came down and downtrended from 2014 all the way to 2015, and then started to pop up again, which is where we are here. Now, we want to see that type of movement right here, this type of leg, which we got here. That's the leg, boom, 1. Hey, what's up, Sam? How are you? So you can see right here, we have, pullback 1, pullback 2, pullback 3, pullback 4, pullback 5, pullback 6. We're on the 7th pullback. And then we have this little pullback, you know, where we're just kind of consolidating. We want to see this start to push up and do this continuation. And keep in mind, this is over the course of a month or two. You know, we were just at that dip on the 5th. Today's the 26th, so about 20 days. And we've, you know, progressed in price, almost doubled from the lowest point of the dip. So we want to see it to start to continue, and we have to break this 11.7 area. It's a must, or it's going to start trending down. And that's my biggest point. What's up? What's up, Jordan? We're just talking crypto. So you can see I got the EMAs here. You can see how Bitcoin is pulling closer and closer to this EMA, which might act as resistance, or it's going to be, if we break over this EMA right here, these two EMAs, how they're, you know, intersecting basically. If we break over that, that's going to be very, very bullish, which should mean prices increase. And if we're over that, we should be popping over 11.4 because we have that huge resistance that we created here. But if you guys, you know, want to look back at this chart, we could see I did the Elliott wave theory, and this is what I'm thinking is happening. That's one wave. So we had that original pop right here. This is when Bitcoin started getting, you know, a little hot, and this was the first huge wave here. So I'm mapping this out on waves, and you could even do this on the weekly chart. It'll probably look a little better for you. So you could see right here, we had a huge wave. 1, pullback 2, that's wave 2, so that's 2 right here. That's wave 3. Wave 4, pull back. Wave 5, pull back, so that's A. You know, up is B, and then that huge downtrend C. And now we're bouncing, doing that corrective pattern, and we have 1, pullback 2, and then 3, upwards movement. So we'll see. Now you could even say this was 3 here, but you know it's all relevant to what you think it is. I just think we're still going to progress forward on Bitcoin. If not, you got to really watch these levels here. If we start pushing down here below, you know, 9,300, it's going to get very bearish really quickly. It'll just signal another downtrend. But if we start consolidating between these zones and push back up, that would be the best option, in my opinion, for Bitcoin. And, you know, every other cryptocurrency follows Bitcoin. I mean, let's take a look at Litecoin. Very similar pattern. Litecoin's at 221. This one I personally own. And Ethereum as well, trading about 867. Would love to see this at 900. Now, if we look at the market caps, we're at $452 billion of capitalization. Keep in mind, Apple as a company itself is worth about almost $900 billion. So, I mean, I think cryptocurrency should be worth more than that. We should be at $1 trillion market cap sooner than later. And you can see Bitcoin's dominance is high, which is good. We want that to keep going higher. You know, about 40%. So, you know, Bitcoin will move the whole overall market. And a lot of these crappy alts will die off. We don't need, you know, these bad. What other thoughts about these four screens? So I don't know about the. Can you do it full screen? Yeah, 1 second, man. I don't know about the ETC forks. I'm not too familiar with that. I'm familiar with ETC, and I love ETC's concept, but not enough people use it. More people use Ethereum, so that's what I got to do. You know, I go with Ethereum instead of ETC. But you know, here are current prices. And you can see I'm watching, you know, Ethereum here. This is Ethereum. You know, on the hourly chart doesn't look too pretty, but you see we get these pullbacks here. We hit these highs, which we did here. We drop down massively. Boom, boom. And then here we had that huge dip with Bitcoin. And then we'll go sideways and try to break out again. So if we can get something similar to this, that would be nice. And I mean, this didn't start till January. So you guys got to keep in mind we're still holding these gains really well, and we're basing a support right here around 800, 775, 800, and we want to see Ethereum push up into, you know, $1,000 again. That's the big time number we want. So I gotta get out of here and BTC, but BTC overall market, you got to keep an eye on this one. We want to see this one close well. I'd preferably like to see it close above, you know, 10.2, and then start another green day, preferably pushing past. You could see, you know, these EMAs are not coincidentally right on top of this green candle. That's no coincidence. how the price is squeezing between these EMAs. These exponential moving averages are just exponential averages of the price over certain period of time. You can see the white line is 200 days. The 50 is yellow, and the 100 is light blue. And 50 and 100 are close together, creating that resistance. If we pop over that, boom, the price pushes up, and we should get a breakout. And that's what I'm expecting, and that's what you got to anticipate. So this is what I think is going to happen. Watch other traders, see what they're anticipating. It looks like we're pushing back up. Every year Bitcoin dips around January. We did have that huge, extension of price, over the course of 2017. If we look at this here, yeah, let's go. Excuse me. Let me just rewind here. All right, you see that we just, blew up. We went from 180 billion to, all the way up to 800 billion, right back down, and now we're kind of consolidating here. So, Bitcoin does do this. We can even go back in time to right here. You can see in January it dips right here, right there, January 15th. It doesn't break that high till February 6th of December. Yeah, around this time last year was when it broke into new highs. And, Bitcoin started running. And this is when I started to hear about Bitcoin, going parabolic. And then, it just went crazy. And we're going to try to push. You can see we're trying to push up. If we can get back up to $500 billion market cap, that'd be awesome. But you can see, every year Bitcoin around January, going into February, has a corrective dip. You see $7 billion down to 6, right back. That in 2016, it took a while for it to recover. You see that? They recovered till late into February, into March. So hopefully we get something similar to this. Market should correlate and do the same thing. But, there's more players in the market now. We had that huge, run up. And Bitcoin could, come down some more. But, more than likely, I want to see it, hold this EMA, pop through these 50 and 100 EMAs, and then continue this pattern upwards, confirming the Elliott wave. I hope I answered everyone's questions. I just wanted to keep this, short, simple. Yeah, so Mustafa, Ripple will move with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin moves up, you can see Ripple will move up as well. That's just the way the market works. Don't fight it. Move with it. So that's what I think is going to happen. I got to run to work, guys. I wanted to, keep everyone updated. And I want to just, let everyone know what I'm thinking about the market. I'll make another video, hopefully, in the next few days here on my trades. Some hot news in the cryptocurrency markets. But I'm not seeing anything too big, and I don't want to just put out pointless videos for ad money. I feel that's irrelevant. I don't want to waste anyone's time. Polynex just got acquired, and that's a big exchange, but that has nothing to do with the price or making us any money. So, if you guys want any news, any YouTuber's going to give you, go to, TradingView, type in BTC USD, and this is all the news, most of the YouTubers will give you. But I just wanted to provide my advice on what I think Bitcoin's going to do. We had this great bottom here on the hourly chart, basically like a triple bottom on prices, and we're pushing up. So I want to see a continuation. You see this trend line right here, downwards. I want to see somewhat of an upwards trend line to 1175 and a retest. So everything looks good so far. Volume looks great. We want to see more people coming into cryptocurrency, buying into March in the new month, and break past that 11,775 spot and push for a $1 trillion market cap. So I just want to give my analysis on that. Yeah, no problem, Mustafa. I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to give you guys my analysis on what's going on, what I think is going to happen. Again, I think we're on the third wave of the Elliott pattern, which should be the biggest wave. Now, again, I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, so be it. I'm in low enough where I can afford to be wrong. I'm in from right here on these prices, but, in correlation to Litecoin and Ethereum. I'm in from right here. I was down almost to, I've never been down ever since I purchased. I was down to about 20%, 18 to 20%. Now I'm back up to about 40%, or 38% around there, fluctuating. So, if Bitcoin pushes back up to 1175, great. I'll be up about, 45%, 50%. And if we break past that, we're looking about, doubling my money even more. So this is what I'm expecting. Bitcoin does tend to have multiple green days in a row, as we can see from previous patterns. So we want to see continuation. We want to see more volume, and we want to see, more good news coming into the Bitcoin market. So just keep an eye on, the chart. Look for another green day and look for a pop over 10.5K. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like it, share it with friends and family, and make sure to subscribe for more awesome videos. I'll try to put out another cryptocurrency video here shortly. I just want to let you guys know what I think about Bitcoin, the prices now, and how I'm still and why I'm still holding my cryptocurrency. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching.